Hello, I'm Zach Wolfit. I'm a lecturer in Holland University in the Netherlands, and I'm very interested in technology and society. And this book review is about a book that is called Zucked. Here you can see the book in front of me. It's by an author called Roger McNamee. It came out in 2019, and the title of it is Waking Up to the Facebook Catastrophe. So you might have an idea of the sort of content perhaps we're going to get. Right, let's have a look at the next aspect. The writer is Roger McNamee, and he is been investing in technology companies for about 35 years. And what's interesting about his approach is that he really has a good overview of the changes that have happened in technology. In 2006, he met Mark Zuckerberg, and he became a mentor for Mark Zuckerberg. He refers to him as Zuck, and he talks about the development of the company in those early years, and he was a mentor 2006 to 2009. McNamee played a central role, according to the book, in introducing Sheryl Sandberg, who had a background in Google and some other companies, to join the Facebook team. He introduced her to Mark Zuckerberg, and she is now the Chief Operating Officer. If you read other sources, you get a different impression, but anyway, McNamee says he was instrumental in introducing them. Sheryl Sandberg is a very powerful lady, very bright, and McNamee has a lot of respect for both of these guys that he introduced. The book starts in 2018 with the just after one of the elections in 2016 and the Cambridge Analytica. But a lot of the book goes through the sort of the growth and development of the Facebook culture. What was it like there? What were the developments? What's driving the company? How's it operating? And these aspects are really central to the book from about 2010 to 2018. At a certain point, McNamee, who was very positive about the company, he saw a TED talk by a guy called Eli Pariser, and you can check it out as well. It's about the filter bubble from 2011. In 2011, basically what he says is, every feed, every piece of information we get, every news we get is being filtered for us and selected for us. We think we're in the world seeing all these different things, but in fact, we're in our own bubble. I know I'm in a filter bubble, and we have to continually try to reach out. So McNamee became very concerned about the influence and potential that Facebook had. He started to sort of, involve people and write messages about that. And that's really a large part of the book, is how does Facebook adjust to those types of changes. There's obviously a lot of good out there that Facebook is doing. It's been involved in a lot of positive developments with revolutions. But a large part of the book, the middle chapters, look at all the different changes and how that's affected things such as the US election in 2018, the Brexit election, and also issues in Myanmar with the ethnic cleansing, and in other countries that have been influenced, and it really has had a very big impact. And what he also explains very clearly is how a platform has so much power to influence people, and that it's often appealing to the bad actors. The extreme view comes forward the most, and that leads to increased users. As you can see here, this is back in 2008, and it just goes up and up and up and up and up to 2.3 billion monthly users. I mean, the drive to increase the number of users is central to the company, and McNamee explains that clearly. He also explains how that means that they move fast and break things. That's the central tenet to the company, and it really is clear. And how much money do they have? It's almost unbelievable to imagine. Look at this, all the way up into the billions and billions of US dollars, more money than we can even imagine. So there's a lot of responsibility that comes with that. Later on, the chapters 13 and 14 I found very interesting. Here you can see where are you in this? Where's your future? How clear is it? Are you aware of how the reflections of the world are involving you and how you see the world? Are you aware of your own position and the influences on it? Chapter 13 looks at the future of society. Where are we going with things such as artificial intelligence, with the 5G telephones, with the Internet of Things, with the algorithm, and what's our role in that, and what's the responsibility of these platforms to deal with that? The other chapter, chapter 14, looks at your role, your personal data, and where we can go with that. So big questions being asked by the author. If you found it interesting, then take a look at this book. Obviously, it's one perspective from an insider who's been following it for many years. He's got a good overall perspective of the things. Of course, you're going to know with the name catastrophe in it, it's going to be one particular perspective. So don't get locked in your own filter bubble. Make sure you read other sources. And if you found this interesting, you'd like me to look at another book, tell me which book you think I should read next. Thank you.